2K Sports pregame show. With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And tonight we have two teams who both like to get out in transition, a torrid pace, high octane, call it what you will. Kenny, your nickname, the Jet, comes to me. Is this exactly the kind of up and down style you like?
If you're a guard, this is the type of tempo you want to play at. No one wants to play in the half court if you have speed advantage. And with easy baskets.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home.
We gotta fix these up.
For the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And now Washington's starting group. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Porter is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Gortat in at the center. Moving against Wall. Lets it fly. That's short off the rim. Cleveland on defense. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also, was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Here's Washington now. LeBron with some nice deep. And so it's Cleveland with it. Smith for 3. Irving kicks to Smith. They get it back. And Thompson throws it down.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. And you can see right there why he does.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Wall, and the rejection by Love. Beal gets a wide-open look, and another miss by Washington. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Pass to Smith. For 3, Love. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can pull.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season. His return to Cleveland last year.
He got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Out to the wing. Wall dishes to Gortat. There's Beal with the three. That one goes. Count. Beal's got 7.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Now here is Smith. Lets it go from deep. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. He has 5.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you can see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself
Nice shot.
in
I
to
can't
that
believe you got
roster.
that off. I thought I hit it.
Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Smith against Beal. Lets it go with the 3. No good. Smith has some nice D.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And that one's good by Porter.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Irving kicks to Love. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean,
Can't guard a
some Cavaliers around midseason. Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Here's Dellavedova, outside Shumpert. He dishes it to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. But they'll get another chance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shumpert, no good.
They've come out with the take no prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Here's Temple. Passes it to Nanette. He kicks it to Thornton. Dishes it to Sessions. And that one's good. Sessions has got his first basket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The drive by James feeds it to Dellavedova. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to LeBron. And he elevates for the slam dunk. And they did not like that one. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation.
Really?
And a chance to hear from LeBron.
Think they're gonna do something?
The challenge of remaining calm and collected.
Think you can hang with Eddie Kane?
Younger age,
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron has become such a consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Marquis Morris is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Gortat in at the 5, down low. Nice shot by Smith.
D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from the end.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And a miss there on the triple.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back.
That's
One
my
of the
shit.
key elements, you got to rebound.
Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the three, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from behind the arc.
J.R. Smith on the wing. Corner shot. Morris with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making. And you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 in made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA in made threes per game after the trade.
And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the three department. I mean, it makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Shumpert.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered, and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Wizards making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Irving passes to Thompson. It's a pick by Love. Inside. Smith dishes to Thompson. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. On for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards, it did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise.
On and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype. Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Beal from long range, and he gets it to go. Beal's got 10 points in the game. Love kicks to Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Morris. Here's Porter. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That is good. Dellavedova's got his 2nd basket of the night.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Porter.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
He had a nice open look right there. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Wizards trail by 9. And Thornton kicks to Gortat. Marched off with the block. And now the Cavaliers. Straight, moving past the ball. And LeBron throws it down.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And there's the pass to Gortat. It's deflected. It's taken away by Smith. The drive by James.
You guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and
You got a
that's
fucking
one of the
problem?
many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result,
Problem?
they've got a big
What,
lead.
team?
Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career
This is
averages,
shit
I mean, just off
going
the charts,
on.
and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Washington calls timeout.
And talking about LeBron's consistency,
Racist.
it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jared Dudley's checked in for Gortat, and Oubre subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Oubre, and Thompson sends it back. That's good. 8 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38, and last year, down to 35.
Here's Sessions, finished off the break. Sessions has got his second bucket.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Again, Irving missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the dish to Thompson. LeBron passes to Mozgov. Out to Thompson. J.R. Smith on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yet another three for him, Kevin. He's really been draining him here in the second.
Here's Oubre. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And that does it for the first half of play.
Guys over here with
The 2K Sports halftime.
My uncle was answering the phone. He getting mad. He might have grabbed my gun.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. They went to work early at both ends of the floor, going on a 9. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Terrific game for Smith. He has 12 points, and he's still working hard for those rebounds.
And that's what he has to do. Solid effort on the glass can make such a huge difference on most nights.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot, panning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And Washington put together a good season against the East last year. Ended up with that 46-36 record, with 30 of those wins coming against the rest of the conference.
LeBron dishes to Thompson. Smith on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Smith kicks to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Another miss by Love. Wizards trail by 13. No one near Wall as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target. Wall's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Wizards. Now the feed to Love. On the wing, Irving. Rebound by the Wizards. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Beal with the 3, and he gets it to go. Beal's got 13.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
LeBron outside. Kicks to Smith. Fires the 3. Washington with the rebound.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Smith, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And a change for the Wizards. Garrett Temple has checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Shumpert with it. He's picked up by Wall. The tray. Beal pulls it in, and the Wizards with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Wall, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, guys, Bradley Beal, A devastating long-range shooter. Effortless and smooth. Textbook mechanics. When he gets in a rhythm from behind the arc, lights out, baby. Lights out.
Moore is a screen. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Fry.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Love. Lets it go from 11. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the topic of Bradley Beal, he's not just prolific from deep, he's also improved his three-point accuracy every year. Last year, he was about 41%, Greg, from beyond the arc.
And the thing about Bradley as well, as great as he is at shooting the triple, he's also got a refined game. He's an attacker of the rim. He's improved his ball handling and passing, really becoming a complete player.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Washington. Wall, that's good.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
It's LeBron with the drive from outside the arc. Rebound by the Wizards.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
To the left wing. Love with a wide open look. Another miss by Love.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Wall kicks to Beal to tie. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. And then for Washington, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Thornton comes in for Garrett Temple. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Rebounded by Dudley.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
And Mozgov comes to help. Beal the pass to Dudley. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Dudley's got his first 2 points. Cavaliers leading. Pass to Fry. He dishes it to James. It's tipped. One-on-one here for the lead. Dudley, no luck. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower. Didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his third rebound on the night. And the rejection by Smith. To the inside. James, and it's denied. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Shot from 16. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Dudley's got 4 this quarter.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
James with it. Thompson up top. Smith for 3. And released it in time, but it's off.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Washington trailing. Taking a look at the Wizards. But great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots.
Ooh, that's on your broadcast? Oh, man, you better not lose.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Beal. Rebound, Washington. Wall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Porter. Oh, that's blocked. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here.
Just an amazing game for Porter. 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be. Key buckets that we know he delivers down the stretch.
And here's Wall outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dellavedova from outside. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball stolen. Down low. Here's Irving. Morris with the block. Here's Porter. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Irving with a clean look. That ball finishes by Love. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And Wall kicks to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris. With his first shot attempt. Here's Gortat. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
And the thing great about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener. Does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Just 4 to shoot. Again, Irving missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
That is good. And now a 5-point Washington lead.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late 2nd-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Washington calls timeout.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we have to call him a chip off the old block.
Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in.
What a performance from Bill here. 16 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and got in good looks, he's knocked him down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA break. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And they've had the edge and rebound all night long, and nothing bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Outside Irving. He kicks it to Love. Fades and shoots. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
Tiffany. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Wizards leading by
Score
7.
change.
Outside Wall. Morris.
I'm getting racist on him.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time.
Try to ball me up like that. What is wrong with you?
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his path there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Deal with it. He's picked
Oh,
up by
shit.
LeBron for the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Where you'll see him miss such an open look.
Thompson outside. 3-pointer. Court shot with the
I thought that was JR. I was going to say Funk. He hitting that.
In the bottom of the net. Look good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Irving kicks to Smith. Jacks up a 3. It's in! What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Boy, clutch three-point shooting going to be critical here late. They need his production now more than at any point in the game.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though, and he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And a quick bucket and the foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
You be here 8 o'clock, honey.
So there's a foul.
Honestly,
Curfew.
just doing what they have to in order to get the
You
basketball.
know you're on your curfew.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. Clock management is crucial at this time in the game.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Good me.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 6. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the 4th. James wide open. Nails the triple.
And since the start of the 4th quarter, that 3-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job. I think finally opening down the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
So
Yeah, baby.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
thank you for joining us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq? And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight.
Escúchame, do you know what my
For
mind?
me,
I can never my mind. You know